Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of Nation Wave, and this is day 18 of the April daily draws. So let's see what message we're going to get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today is Justice. Justice. The Justice card. Great card, that. And this is all about uprightness, fairness, being just and fair and true in our dealings with situations, with people, in situations, judging things on the merits rather, on the facts of the case, as it were, not on our personal feelings about the person or the situation. We need to put those aside sometimes, and we need to almost objectively and almost dispassionately, not saying that justice can't involve a bit of passion or feeling or emotion, that can be brought into a little, but it can't be necessarily the deciding factor in it. It can't be the thing that sways the balance of assessment of justice, because it's about the facts, the truth of the situation, and what is just and fair, and that might not match what we feel, because we may feel a certain way about the situation or about the person, but our feelings may be based on our own issues or whatever, and it may skew things a bit in the true assessment of what's going on and what needs to be done. So that's a natural human thing, but that's why justice is supposed to be treating everybody equal with no prejudice, no, you're not treating one person more fairly than another because of personal prejudices or feelings or biases or anything like that. It needs to be a fair scale of justice when we're weighing a situation up, when we're weighing up the facts and coming down one way or another to a decision about what needs to be done, what needs to be said, how we need to respond. It needs to be out of response to the truth of the situation, and what we may need to do or say may in response to that may go against a little bit of the grain at times. We may feel that I personally might want to respond a certain way because of my personal feelings, but with a more objective viewpoint on the situation, it then points to a different sort of course of action that I must take. And then we have to choose. Do we let our personal grievances or feelings get in the way, or do we become more objective and respond truthfully and fairly to the situation? And that's what the message is today. It's getting a true assessment of the facts, of the situation, beyond our own personal perceptions and feelings. And then when there's an owl, it always reminds me, always brings the symbol of wisdom. And then once having made that true assessment, it's having the wisdom then to know how to deal with that realization, that conclusion of the facts. Then you need the wisdom to know how to respond correctly and fairly, again, to that just assessment, to know what needs to be done that's fair, that's just. So we need to seek perhaps a way. The upright sword there is upright. It's not skewed. It's straight. It's not one way or the other. It's right in the middle of the truth, and it's not going to be skewed by anything, by wealth or anything, no bribes, to these officials that make the judgments, no personal, political, religious, or other personal viewpoints that may skew it one way or the other. It's got to be just on an objective assessment of what the situation truly is, and then having the wisdom to know how to respond. So that may be what we need to be thinking about. We may have a situation, we may have someone that we need to respond to, a situation we need to respond to, where we need to be careful that the way we act isn't skewed, the judgments that we make aren't skewed by our own personal feelings, grievances, viewpoints, that we need to make an objective assessment and respond accordingly with the wisdom that we can seek from the universe to give to us in the situation. And I like how our feet is fully grounded there on the rock, keeping grounded, rooted, not letting get carried away with our own imaginings and feelings. It's grounded, it's based on truth, it's based on the facts, and it's fair and true. So that's what we need to bear in mind. And so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And we have Fire Guardian, which is ignite your passion, which I've just said is it seems to run contrary. But I think instead of letting your own personal feelings and passions and biases ignite passion for the truth. That's where some passion comes in. Have the passion for the truth of a situation, getting the truth of the situation. Let your passions be to get that objective truth. Have a love for that truth and justness and fairness. Ignite your passion for that. That is where that passion needs to be, in getting this objective assessment and then applying the wise reaction to it. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow at the midweek point with day 19. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.